our religion, in our churches or in our mosque, that when we talk to each other, we build relationships. We were told that we in the judiciary, when we resolve disputes according to the law, we don't build relationships. We determine the law. But then people have to continue living with each other, facing each other, and we are creating generations of enemies. Therefore, this AJS, the Alternative Justice System, confirms that community-based dispute resolution mechanisms build trust among ourselves and also legitimacy, because I've been to many places. We were in Embu the other day, where we were joined by 22 African countries. Chief Justices came from 22 African countries to understand our AJS model. Because one thing which impressed them is that when the colonialists left us with the common law, declaring our traditional ways of resolving disputes repugnant to law and morality, we did not ask ourselves which morality and which law when elders sit and resolve disputes. But why they did not trust our system is because some cases, especially sexual, gender-based violence, would be compromised. So our AJS practitioners and our communities, our leaders, all the pathways, we have agreed under our constitution and our law, cases involving sexual, gender-based violence are crimes, serious criminal cases that affect the dignity of the victim, that are crimes against humanity, even under international law. So there are no go zone for the AJS for any mediation. So those are the cases that cannot be taken to our AJS practitioners. They cannot be taken to the elders, to the chiefs or religious leaders, or even be kept within the family structures. Those are the cases that should come to court for the victims to go through justice, for the perpetrators also to go through justice so that they can know the wrong they have done and justice can be done to them. So all the work we have done here to come up with the policy show that our justice challenges are not abstract. They have a beginning somewhere. All the problems we have in our society, they arise from our unique history, geography, culture, socio-economic realities, and we took into account all that. And what I would urge my colleagues, my people today to do, is to say, like crimes of passion, like sexual, gender-based violence, we can commit and say, the Wabakasi, our people, are people of respect. They respect one another. We respect our children, isn't it? So there will be no cases of defilement. Am I talking to somebody? Can we protect our children? So that in these courts, I don't see children coming day in, day out, to give evidence because they were victims of defilement. They are not going to school. Can we have respect, even among ourselves, men and women? We also respect our children, boy children, because they are also victims of sodomy. So we have looked into all that, and our elders are well trained that the action plan for Kisii presents a very distinctive justice ecology that is shaped by the history of the Kisii people, of land adjudication. It is also informed by high population density, shrinking ancestral land holdings, and evolving family structures. So as the county action plan correctly observes, historical land alienation, rapid population growth, and extreme land fragmentation have generated recurring disputes over disputes, inheritance, and succession, putting a lot of pressure, Your Excellency the Governor, on both community institutions and also the formal courts. It follows that solutions to these justice challenges must equally be localized. What we learned from the study is that a one-size-fits-all model cannot adequately respond to the diversity of the justice needs across our counties. When we started this exercise, I was asking the National Steering Committee whether, after doing about 10 counties, whether we cannot launch AJS for the 47 counties. But I was advised and I realized that each county has unique problems, and we have to train the practitioners on the fair trial processes when they sit as a tribunal or a elders court. They have to mind about inclusivity. That is why we see women, men, the youth, persons with who are differently abled. They are all members of the community. They also have to hear everybody and make notes and make a determination which is signed by everybody. Once they do that, they bring it to court. We adopt it as the order of the court. And that is why we launched also the registers, because we want data that can inform us what we are doing in AJS. So the Kisii County AJS model embodies this philosophy of coordination that brings together the strengths of community institutions, state agencies, and the judiciary